Good evening, lovely people of YouTube. I'm at vdjomb, and I am back, finally, for some more Soulcalibur Saturday. It's been a while, and not through my fault, not because I've been too tired, not because I haven't wanted to, or because YouTube kept kicking me out. No, I simply couldn't sign in. And then when PlayStation and YouTube finally fixed the issue, I then couldn't actually stream. So it's taken 2 weekends of trying to get it to work. Finally, after basically disconnecting everything from my Google account and from PlayStation, I've managed to get it to work. Even though it didn't look like it was going to earlier, when I tried to upload a video, it threw a fit. So I stripped everything back, started again, and it seems to have worked. So, where were we up to? We'll have to have a look, because I can't remember. I can't remember how to bloody play. Do I remember? Where was I up to? Done some new balls, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, sound devices. That's better.
The Manchi clan, a group of Japanese ninjas known for their unusual powers, maintained neutrality even as their country was embroiled in civil war. Fearing their strength and their defiance, the nation's chief warlord ordered every man, woman, and child be killed. However, one survived, Yoshimitsu, next in line to succeed the chief and a master swordsman. He single-handedly took on the warlord's army, dealing them a hard blow, but they eventually overwhelmed him, severing his right arm. Despite the countless pursuers sent after Yoshimitsu, he vanished without a trace. That is until one day, an agent for the warlord received word that Yoshimitsu had been sighted.
It was in this vicinity, sir.
He lurks around here, you say? You're sure of that?
Yes, sir. He matches the description. He even had a mechanical arm.
So, he escaped deep into these mountains. Finally, good tidings for our lord. Huh?
He did not escape. He just wished to converse with you. Tonight, a demon runs wild.
What are you? Are you some kind of monster?
It has been a while since I've met such lowly dogs.
Is that really you, Yoshimitsu? Why do you look like that?
My hate for you all has transformed me into a demon.
Cool.
Now it is my turn to ask questions. They are about the soul edge you seek.
You did nothing for me!
I might have to chop you up. Let's have a look. Is it just gonna go to the story? Come on, come on, come on, come on, fight, fight, fight.
Battle 1. Fight!
Ninja Son Bear! Deliver me your soul! Treasure! Use it, Fruity! Now! Solid! No escape!
Battle 2. Fight!
What's this? Here I come! Now! How's this, solid? Now! Quiet! Here I come! How's this? Quiet!
Battle 3. Fight!
Silence! Solid!
Okay, I like Russian. I like Churchill. The lot of you can use this amazing second.
Gaze upon yourself in my blade and recall what you can about Soul Edge. But know this, you cannot lie to a Manji.
Manji! Mind reading!
So it is as the rumors say, Soul Edge is indeed an invincible sword. You appear to have searched for it far and wide, but now that task shall lie with me. And then, with that power, I shall teach you fiends the meaning of hell on earth. Tell me what you know about that sword. Look at my blade.
The sword was a fake designed to draw out and kill my lady's competitors.
Enough. My, what a black day this has turned out to be.
So you are the one who spread the rumors. Tell me everything you know about the real Soul Edge.
What is this monstrous transformation? Deal with him at once!
Yay, group of people to bosh. It's going to be one round each there, and my life's got to carry over. if I can find Whoa, okay.
This'll be good. That is everything I know. But it is all hearsay. Make of it what you will.
So, the rumors multiply as one heads west?
If you doubt me, use that strange power of yours. By the way, are you having money troubles? If so, I have something that might interest you.
Do not be absurd. Even as a demon, I'd never strike a bargain with a scoundrel such as you. Get out of my sight.
I've got principle. Brilliant. Investigation unit to search for it. Rampant with violence and rebellion to the Empire, featuring the nature collapse. Perhaps that was why
That looks like quite a burden, brother. How about taking a load off?
This is the sacred sutra of Buddha himself. A full heart fills not one's belly.
Buddha, you say? Ha! There are neither demons nor Buddhas in this world. If he's real, let's see him save your life right now! What the? Where'd you come from?
From hell!
see if I can manage any side grabs.
How's this? How's this? This is gonna hurt! What? From the... Quiet! You idiot! Quiet! You idiot! Quiet! Quiet! Here I come! You idiot!
Okay.
Gotcha!
Here I come! Here I come!
Oh, you went flying.
Here I come! What? How's this? How's this?
Good grab.
Thank you kindly for your help. Your swordsmanship and your kindness remind me of a hero from ancient tales.
Such nonsense. I merely took pity on one who willingly submits himself to death.
Many speak of great intentions, but few are those who act to save others. The feeling of commiseration is the beginning of humanity. You walk a noble path.
You know nothing of me. The path I walk is strewn with corpses.
Though you now walk a different path, your destination may remain the same. Shiki sokuze kukuso kuze shiki jusogyo shiki yakubu nyoze. I pray your deliverance from doubt is swift.
You had best leave now. You are the last one.
Thank you.
What am I doing? None of this will help me achieve my aim.
You! So, you are the one who freed our experiments.
Ah, there you are. I have been waiting. Your lizard man knew nothing that could aid me, so...
Why, you? Well, we have you surrounded. Happy now? Tear the intruder to pieces! He shall make an ideal sacrifice to Pelgaea.
Right. Less of that kind of language. Bloody lizard people.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I go! How's this done? How's this? No!
Oh, that's nice.
How's this? Ninja Sucker! Deliver me your soul! Treasure, let me guide you to hell!
Cool.
Tell me, who has Soul Edge?
They call him Nightmare. The vanguard of High Priest Kumpetku is waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Final question, where is this Nightmare?
In Europe. Ostrine. What have you done to me?
What? My powers!
Whoa.
I have failed! Pelgaea! I offer you my body! Death shall be sweet release!
Fair enough.
My blade is clouded by the evil it has absorbed. Have I overused its power?
I don't know. Have you?
This must be his doing. Such cruel. Wherever the Azure Nightmare treads, only darkness and the stench of blood remain. His relentless evil makes me sick. My determination to avenge the slaughter of my clan has not faded. But does that not make the Azure Knight and I one and the same? Is this what my clan would want after suffering such bitter deaths? Is my soul now clouded like my sword? No, I cannot allow the flame of vengeance to fade. I cannot.
However, Nightmare already indicated a message to expect from thousands, so this person needs to explore and those things power clearly.
The evil aura. It belongs to you, does it not? Did you come here in search of Soul Edge too?
Yes. I need to avenge my clan. Young lady, if you know anything about Soul Edge, tell me.
You bear a strange power. But it has no effect on me. I am protected by another, and by the gods. If it is evil you seek, I shall have no choice but to stop you.
Fight. Could be. Right, so I've managed to do the launcher, which is usually the third part of the chain. I've managed to do the first part, which is the leap twist forward.
Battle 1. Fight!
From dawn! How's this? It is I! You should Quiet! How's this?
Battle 2.
Such power. However, I sense more to your sword than just anger. There is sadness and confusion.
You know how to read minds, too?
Even without such power, you can tell much by someone's eyes and their voice. Revenge. Is that what you truly desire?
What is it to you?
No, I really want to.
Can you not answer? I am speaking to your soul.
I do not know. I do not know anymore.
No! Cast your sword aside!
Tonight, the demon runs wild again. Who are you? You wish to know my name? I am the demon of the sword. Hatred is my purpose, and blood sustains me. I see. I know your name. My name is of no importance. I shall take your body and use it to reduce this world to ashes.
I think his name's slightly back fast. That's what I think. His name's of no importance. So this might be quite challenging.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
From dawn. Liberate your soul. So vile. Poison. From dawn. What's this? Now shall have. Why do you resist? I shall grant you what you desire. Enough. You are not the demon of the sword. You have another path open to you. Your name is Yoshimitsu. Now be silent.
A good guy?
Good. You finally come to.
Where am I? Oh, you. I'm in your debt.
Do not reproach yourself.
No. I was weak. I lost my way. Only the thought of another's death kept me going. But never did I discern what I was becoming. I must walk the path of benevolence and justice. If I protect the weak and crush evil, none shall ever again walk that wicked path I took. That is how I shall avenge my clan. My people, watch over me as I battle for justice.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Fantastic wall splats that you can get more combos off. Nice launchers that I couldn't really get combos off, but definitely you should be able to.
Raphael, the cold, cruel head of the Sorel family, is known for his fencing prowess and deep knowledge of medical science. Though still young, he has survived numerous plots and venomous political strife to establish his family as part of the ruling elite. However, when the evil seed occurred, a noble that he had backed went violently insane and attempted to kill the king. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to strike, Raphael's political enemies blamed him for the incident and attacked his Paris home. Betrayed one by those around him, Raphael fled to his birthplace, Rouen, in order to mount a counterattack. Though he arrived safely after shaking off his pursuers, he did not get the welcome he had hoped for.
Nicola, why are you fraternizing with the enemy?
Dear Uncle, it is you who has driven me to this. How could you support a traitor who sought to slay His Highness?
You have nowhere left to run, Lord Raphael, former head of the House of Sorel.
So even my own flesh and blood would debase themselves to save their own skin. You think by selling me out the same won't happen to you?
We are simply doing what you have taught us. Trust no one. Those of no worth must be cast aside, even one's own parents.
Such callous teachings are worthy of your fearsome reputation. But no matter. In a few days, your head will be paraded about the streets of Paris.
Try to have some dignity. With my blade, I shall forge a new world. Come on! Damn it all. Everything started going wrong that day. The day that great beam of light pierced the sky. Blast! How many more pursuers must I slay?
7.
He's headed into the slums. You lot secure the surrounding area.
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals. None shall give me a second glance if I look like this. A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child. A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay.
Is this how my life is to end? Betrayed by a child?
You went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
Amy?
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe?
Amy's one of the DLC characters. Is she an older version? So is her story set a few years in the future? Because she's not a kid, I don't think.
This should do it. Just don't touch the wound.
Thanks. Us poor folk never get to see a doctor. Then again, it's not as if we've any reason to live.
In my short while here, not one of these people has spoken with hope.
You know, life's strange sometimes. Red's a loner and normally doesn't trust others. Speak of the devil. Farewell.
Hi, Raphael. I have some bread. It's not much, but here.
You're too kind. The money I earned... Oh no! He left without paying!
Dummy.
I've been wondering, Amy. Do you not have a family?
Don't know. I've always been alone as far back as I can remember.
It must be tough for an orphan to fend for herself.
Hope only leads to despair. At least when I'm alone, no one can betray me. Right?
From a young age, she's never trusted anyone. Just like me. Whether one is rich or poor, life is equally twisted and corrupt.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Why, hello, Red. You're a slippery one. Everyone around here's paid their protection money. Except you. What is it? Have you found yourself another bodyguard?
Don't be stupid.
I know you've got some vagabond looking after you. How dare you bring trouble to my territory? First, your left leg. Then...
Filthy vermin! Unhand her now!
Don't mess with Raph. He likes to fence.
Amy, are you all right? Show me your leg.
You didn't need to come out. Getting hit's no big deal. It's normal.
No, Amy. It's not. That's not the way the world is.
Really?
You've given me a future. In return, I must give you the same.
Go ahead, if that's what you want.
Gosh, she's a modelling little bugger, isn't she? Little orphan Annie. I mean, Amy.
Blade is sharp, but a little too straight. That's the brilliance of a French sword, and it's failing.
Indeed. However, there is someone whose life I must protect. That's why I must learn the best techniques Spanish swordsmanship has to offer.
Very good. A sword is indeed for protection. You must move with rhythm, and swing your sword with passion. On guard!
We're going to learn the flamenco.
Battle 1. Fight!
Well now.
Battle 2. Fight!
Pathetic.
Rest in peace.
Try to have some dignity. With my blade, I shall forge a new world.
Excellent. All movement must come from the heart. You appear to have grasped that concept well.
I'm grateful for your instruction. Actually, I have one more request. This girl. I'd like her to learn to protect herself.
Such a sense of caution. It's difficult to teach one who keeps a lock on her heart. However, I may know someone who can be of assistance.
Really? Please introduce us at once.
Raphael, you're such a dummy.
Well, she's not a fan of him, is she? I don't want to fight people with swords.
Raphael, I'm cold. Hold my hand.
Sorry, Amy. How's this? We must find sanctuary, no matter what it takes. I can't teach you properly if we keep having to escape.
Raphael Sorel, I never thought I'd see you on French soil. How unfortunate for you to run into us.
I thought we'd be safe over the mountains. Are you sure you all want to come at me without reporting my discovery first?
We're not falling for that old trick. We'll only need to send a report of your death.
Amy, do you remember what I taught you? Strike the enemy true, one by one. You need only worry about protecting yourself.
I can't say I'm a fan of Raphael at the moment.
Fight! How's that? It's over!
Oh, that's grab.
Try to have some dignity. It's time for you to perish. Let's begin. Come on. Better luck.
Okay, he's got some moves that open up his world. Leave it now for quick fun. That's quite nice.
Fight! Better luck.
I'm not done!
It's over! You don't want anything to happen to the girl, do you?
Amy! Let her go!
Certainly. In exchange for your life.
You win. Amy's everything to me.
Raphael! You dummy!
Amy?
Cut that branch!
Ah!
What the? The snow! Damn you!
Yeah!
Stupid brat!
Is that all of them?
Yes. You did well, Amy. Nobody should follow us, for the time being at least. If it weren't for Amy's quick thinking and skill, we'd be done for. I can't protect her with only a sword.
Well, what do you need to protect her with as well? Colourful language? The crossing the mountains for Raphael and Andy arrived.
You do too much for me, Raffi. You are supposed to be my guest, yet it is I who remain in your debt.
You have allowed 2 strangers into your home, Lord Dumas. I am simply returning your kindness.
My servants speak very highly of you, too. You possess great wisdom, quick judgment, and charity. That is why I feel most distressed. Will you not rethink dueling on my behalf?
Certainly not, my lord. I am your sword and staff. I merely wish to protect your honor and name while you are ill.
Who's going to duel? Is it going to be an actual character or some generic?
Battle 1. Fight! Give it up, yes! Don't insult my intelligence!
That was lovely.
Battle 2. Fight! Try to have some dignity. Still one more? Give it up, yes? Not bad. Not bad. You did it! Not over! Stop this! Battle 3. Fight! Give it up, yes! You dare! Hey! You're worthless! What? Rest in peace! Battle 4. Fight! Ready? It's time for you to perish! Give it up, yes?
Oh, that's how you do
Not overbleed!
Very good, Raffi. Seeing your devotion has made up my mind.
What do you mean, my lord?
Listen, Raffi. I will soon meet my end, and I have no child of my own. It would make me so happy if you would become the heir to my fortune. However, I have one request.
I am overwhelmed by your generosity. What is your request?
That girl, Amy, is it? She is not your daughter, correct? If you are to become my son, you should send her away. To an orphanage, perhaps. As I have said before, she seems to be a great weight around your neck.
I did not expect you to say such a thing. How about we continue this conversation over some tea? I recently managed to obtain some fine, rare chinaware from the East.
What, has he written you into the will yet? You're going to poison him with his tea? It's my little Raphael secret of yours. I shall toast to the death of those who come between me and I. Hail the one Lord Damakian, adopted son, declaring that his relatives have gone on long ago. Next, his relatives have gone on a long journey. His previous efforts to gain everybody's trust have paid off. Not one soul doubted them.
Thank you. How are the lessons going?
Very good, young master. The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but... you meanie.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed. Ample finances, a safe place, a fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed. Could it be? There's no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Malfestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be? Soul Edge. A cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael? Are you in here?
Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
Well, that was creepy.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Raphael Damakian.
In the shadows of Europe lurks a group of assassins known as the Bird of Passage. One member, Tira, was born and bred to be an assassin. The moment the evil seed happened, Tira was undertaking a mission. Under the influence of the evil seed, her group's leader went insane, causing the other members to scatter. As a result, she was cast out into the world. Through a stroke of good fortune, a family took her in. However, her newfound stability was to be short-lived. Over the most trivial of things, Tira exploded with rage and ended up killing her entire family.
This is what I was born to do!
So peaceful. I wish this moment would never end.
Who's that speaking?
Shut up. Doesn't matter who I am.
We need to get out of here.
Damn it, I know!
We can continue to kill, all by myself.
Okay, she's quite mad. Excellent. Split personality.
Excuse me?
Huh?
If I kill you?
Please help me.
What's wrong?
It's kinda difficult to put into words.
It's okay. Just try.
I'll be taking your life now.
Okay, come on, hula hoop girl. So she seems a bit based on Harlequin then. Well, vaguely look-wise and personality-wise.
Battle 1. Fight!
I'm gonna turn you into something beautiful! This is so much fun!
Who cares what you think? Can't you kill without opening your trap?
But if we're not careful, we'll draw attention. And it's not just about the actual killing. If you just rush in, then you can't enjoy the expression your victims make.
You always get carried away, Jolly. Who needs fancy stuff? All you need to do is crush, slice, and bathe in blood. That's what real killing is about.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, pipe down. Can't you see how annoyed I am?
Pure conversationalist.
Hurry up and do it!
Oh my god, that was
Stop this!
Is that it?
There! Over there! After her!
Uh-oh. I told you! This is what happens when you go over the top. We need to plan things out.
Who cares? This is how I do things. Why can't you just keep your mouth shut for once?
Why can't you? I'd have more fun by myself.
Is nothing ever straightforward? Damn it, this is so annoying.
How come it always ends up like this, even though we both like killing so much?
Hold on, Jolly. Who are you?
Been a while. Icern Drussel, the Iron Thrush.
Huh? Are you part of the Bird of Passage too?
I need your help again, Icern Drussel.
Don't call me that. I'm Tira.
Curious as to where she's getting the breakthrough hair colouring from in 1584.
Battle 1. Fight!
Silence!
How do you switch?
Battle 2. Fight!
Perish! What?
Begin.
Just watch. Afraid?
Stay down.
Just die! Right now! Hurry up and die!
What's that? How am I so bad?
Are you stupid or something? No way we're going back to the Bird of Passage. All I want to do is kill and have fun.
Still, I want to know something. Why are you here?
Nightmare is a threat.
Nightmare? Is that someone's name?
Tell me all you know before I kill you.
Nightmare?
Just look at all this death. Such ruthless, wanton slaughter.
I've got goosebumps. I wonder what Nightmare's like. I want to see him now.
We're getting closer. We've gotta be.
That means some silly flies are gonna start buzzing around.
Did you really think you could escape? I, Serendrosel. I had been ordered to kill you if you refused to come back to us.
Kill us? Just you try it.
You heard her!
So, if she's got characters that have got different movesets, has she got a stance change? And has she got stance changes into the different movesets? So can you do combos as gloomy that turn into bonkers?
Battle 1. Fight!
No! Go away!
Ostrinesburg. So that's where Nightmare is. As long as the Bird of Passage or anyone stays out of my way, it's time to meet Nightmare.
Woo! This is where it starts to get good!
Okay. Crazy lady.
So this is Ostrinesburg?
But there's no sign of the Azure Knight anywhere.
You were both right to come here. However, you are a little late.
Is this dullard all who's here? Too bad.
I shall tell you all you need to know. If I deem you worthy, of course.
Wow! He wants to fight us!
You just became a teeny bit more interesting.
Only a teeny bit there.
Battle 1. Fight!
Well, let's
dance! Like moths that seek the flame.
I've waited for this! My abyss shall take you! Satisfied now? Apart from you!
Paint you red! I wish it was just me.
Take it up! Battle 2. Fight!
I wish it was just me.
No.
I'm gonna slice you!
Attack on you!
Right. I'm gonna kill you!
What? Loosen up!
Battle 3. Fight!
Let's dance! Here we go! All right! You'll have to do better than that.
Battle 4. Fight! I've waited for this! My abyss shall take you! Satisfied now?
I hope you enjoyed this! Let's go! Here we go!
I knew it!
Back off!
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Battle 1. Fight! Well, let us live.
I like moths that see flame.
Dig up!
See? That it?
I've waited for this! My abyss shall take you! Satisfied now?
Little coward!
You'll have to do better than that.
Battle 2. Fight!
Hey, come play with me.
Dig up! Run! Battle! Leave your hope in shreds! Fight! Use me.
Back off! You ready? That was so unsatisfying. Father, Paris!
Battle 4. Fight!
Paris! Just die! Right now! I'm gonna kill you! Listen
You're all talk. So, Nightmare is kind of like a puppet?
And he really killed so many people?
All is done because Soul Edge, the cursed sword, wills it, desires it.
All right then, let's go see Soul Edge. Yay!
Do as you please. You are worthy of that, at least. I am not obligated to bring you into line.
What was his problem?
That was a rather boring fight. I didn't even feel like killing him.
Who cares about him when Soul Edge awaits?
Things have suddenly gotten really interesting.
I know. I can hardly contain myself.
This is the first time we've been on the same page.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. In a remote corner of lands to the east, there is a village of wind worshippers who live in harmony with nature. Talon was born into a family of shamans and raised as the last priestess of the winds amid the encroaching Western civilization that threatened their way of life. Due to her great sensitivity to the spirit world, Talon was heavily affected by the evil seed and nearly died. As time passed, Westerners began to visit her village, and one happened to bring with him a certain metal shard. The elders who saw this vitality charm instantly realized it was dangerous, for it was a shard of the cursed sword, Soul Edge.
Such an evil aura. This must have come from beyond the currents of the winds.
It is far from where it belongs.
It could end up influencing those nearby, altering their destinies.
Long ago, I sensed an aura just like this one.
Oh?
And I have a feeling that this shard isn't the only one that's fallen away from where it belongs. It must be returned to its rightful place.
I agree with you, but...
I sense it belongs in a faraway place. Please, let me take it there.
No. You're the last priestess of the winds, and the world is in chaos. If you were to leave this island and lose your purity...
there would be no one left to praise the winds.
But...
Perhaps her journey could bring her closer to nature and amplify her purity as a priestess. Don't you think that's just as possible?
Father...
I agree with my husband.
Sanput, Liddy, your opinions are not without merit. Still, I find myself hesitating.
Eldest one, will you not give Talon permission to leave? Elder Kalana.
Talon, think about what your name truly means.
Jay, gonna explain that?
She's gone.
I see. Talon, you'll have to wait a bit longer until you get official permission.
Okay.
The eldest one is not as sharp as she once was, you know.
Oh, listen to the pot call the kettle black.
You said it.
What? Are these old ladies all bonkers? Just tell them live with the Golden Girls.
Such a nice breeze.
Indeed. Once you've finished your sword practice, you should hike to the mountaintop.
Great idea.
Now, let's review your lesson once more. Are you ready, Talon?
Yes.
Kind of like, what do you call them? Like batons, aren't they? I suppose they are swords. Nightsticks. Is that what they're called?
Fight!
Don't get up! Thunder, roar for me! Thunder, roar for me!
think that's enough for today.
Thank you so much for your help.
Talim. Is Talim here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. The amulet. I can't find it anywhere.
What?
Not even my divination techniques can locate it. Did you happen to sense anything?
Now that you mention it, I can't sense it anywhere.
Where could it have gone? I doubt this is simply some mischievous trick. Perhaps a foreigner carried it off. Perhaps we should be thankful it's gone now. No, there's no telling what evils it may brew in the future. We can't relax until it's returned to its rightful place. However...
Huh? Don't worry, everyone. I'll find it.
Oh, truly? Talim's determined. We don't need to worry.
Wow, that music's really syrupy.
Thank you for making the long trek. Welcome, last priestess of the winds.
I am Talim. I've come from the village of the wind deity. I've come today to request that you teach me the techniques of mountain maculing.
Relax your body. Once you're finished practicing, I'll make some delicious tea for you. I've never seen a child who is as beloved by the spirits as you. Looks like I don't have anything to teach you at all.
Thank you very much. Now, about the,
Oh, the amulet? If it really is as powerful as you say, I'm sure you'll find it in no time. You have great sensitivity to the spirit world, after all. I don't think you'll have too hard a time.
I thought so. Oh, it's nothing. Thank you so much for your help. I finally found it.
Oh, Talon! It's Talon!
your adventuring games for later. Everyone in the village is very busy right now.
A mischievous demon tricked us down the wrong path. It's true!
Demons are restless.
Whoa! I'm scared.
It seems they're in need of a little lesson.
Demon? Demon, here, demon, demony, demon. He just removed his guard.
Hey, tell him. Were the demons getting restless because of that amulet?
No, I think they're just agitated by all the foreigners around these days.
Hey, can the foreigners see the demons too?
No. Creatures of the spirit world can only be seen by those who are pure.
Wow. Huh.
Come on, let's go.
Go on, let's go. Time to jog on.
Each night it's more ill deeds. We're at wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
They've seemed especially violent as of late. Travelers have reported attacks. Be careful.
I will.
They're good at disguising themselves as humans. The thought of them transforming into one of us is terrifying.
Please don't worry yourself too much. Priestesses have the ability to see through disguises. Everything will be fine.
Okay.
Battle 1. Fight!
that lifted him over.
Don't get up!
Hold on.
I had to get a little forceful, but you should be okay for now.
I knew we could count on a priestess from the village of the wind deity.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that there's no way for us to repay you. We've no idea where the amulet is.
It's okay. I'm just glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
She's so grown up for her age.
That she is.
Well, that was lecherous. Ooh, there she is. Rubs thighs.
Eldest one?
Oh, Talim?
Yes, it's me.
What a fine breeze.
Grandma, don't you think it's about time? Everyone seems really nervous, and I think I've proven myself to the village.
When did you notice?
When the amulet went missing. I mean, you're the only one who could hide something so powerful from everyone.
Such a clever child. Talim, I knew you already were powerful enough, but that wouldn't be enough to convince the rest. Therefore...
I know.
I am sorry for testing you.
It's okay. My name means Sharp Blade. Even the last priestess has to face danger sometimes in order to survive. It sounds a bit perilous, but I like my name.
Talim. Go. You've earned the right to. You're the only one who can right such a wrong and return the shard to its proper place. But you must promise you'll return.
I know. I promise. Such a nice breeze. As long as I have the wind, I won't feel lonely no matter where I may go. Grandma, fellow villagers, see you soon.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Seeing as though I wasn't able to do last week's, let's do one more.
Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their existence, so that when later generations look back on history, it is as if they were never there. But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruins. What secrets lie within?
Zasalamel created me. A banal way to begin a tome, but writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now, about the cursed sword known as Soul Edge. I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and call this an exaggeration. Should anyone who has held that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll agree with me. The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power, until a curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age long past, when there appeared a man with a mind powerful enough to resist the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King.
What's in there?
In that ancient age, great change came only through war. Thus, controlling Soul Edge meant ruling the world. The Hero King, being the man he was, one could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Someday I may decide the time is right to reveal it, but that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost Soul Edge due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son, the spirit sword Soulcalibur was born from the remnants of the cursed sword. Indeed, the cursed sword and the spirit sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is known to a select few, the name Soulcalibur is known to almost no one. There is a reason the spirit sword was never revealed to the world. Some say the Hero King created the spirit sword, but the truth is that the Hero King risked his life and failed. Those who would carry on the dead king's wish and perfect Soulcalibur were to come later. They were known as the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. Like a thief in the night, they took the Spirit Sword and withdrew into the dark recesses of history. They told others of the Hero King's Spirit Sword, and that they were going into hiding to both prevent Soulcalibur from being used for evil and to prepare for the threat of Soul Edge. The Guardians of the Spirit Sword only entrust Soulcalibur to a select few. One recent example was a king from medieval Europe. Born in Britain, the king used the Spirit Sword to rule a large swath of Europe. I'm skeptical as to whether the king ever truly existed, but assuming the tales are true, he was somehow connected with the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, from whom he received the blade. Also, it would be reasonable to assume the king fought with the one who possessed the cursed sword and won. After the king's death, though, no one knows what happened to the spirit sword. Perhaps we should assume it eventually found its way back to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. But it should be noted that their power had dwindled greatly by that time. At the same time, there were those who awaited the second coming of the king. On the eve of the king's passing, a loyal knight set forth to find the Spirit Sword and restore the crown. That was the start of the secret society known as the Aval Organization. They hid themselves well for a considerably long period of time. Not even I learned of their inner workings until quite recently. Sworn to the late king, the Aval Organization sought the Spirit Sword and secretly assassinated all whom they deemed outsiders, those who were aligned with the Cursed Sword or did harm to humankind. A deeper look, however, reveals there was some unrest hidden below the organization's seemingly unshakable exterior.
Really? Is it going to be a pure epilogue, or is there going to be any fight?
After slumbering in the shadows of history, Soul Edge was awakened by the pirate Cervantes de Leon. Cervantes attacked the ship of one who had won Soul Edge at an auction. He stole the cursed sword and became its puppet. Soul Edge changes its form depending on its wielder. When Cervantes took up the cursed sword, it transformed into 2 blades. And after nearly 30 years of slumber, it caused that terrible catastrophe. Cervantes and the cursed sword were defeated by a female warrior, and one of the blades was destroyed. Shattering without coming in contact with the Spirit Sword was a first for Soul Edge. Immediately afterwards, the evil seed occurred. The evil within Soul Edge was unleashed upon the entire world. Why did the evil seed occur? What havoc did it wreak where it landed? Not even I have any way of discerning this. But one thing is certain. Ever since that day, the cursed sword's malfested kin have been swiftly multiplying. What does it mean to be malfested? It's extremely hard to define, for the resulting phenomena are so varied. There are those who undergo monstrous transformations, while others look no different from ordinary humans at first glance. In addition to humans, some animals have experienced transformations as well. Common traits of the malfested include heightened fighting instincts and violent tendencies. Some become beasts, hungry only for slaughter, while others use strategy to entrap powerful foes. But they all slip into towns and cities, seeking blood under the cover of darkness. Sometime after the evil seed, the Azure Knight Nightmare appeared. Rumors said he possessed Soul Edge, and his string of indiscriminate murder seemed to agree with this. Personally, I was also interested in discovering this knight's true identity. I then received news that the Aval Organization had encountered him and were defeated. It intrigued me that there seemed to be someone in their organization deeply interested in the evil seed.
No fighting then.
While Soul Edge has appeared constantly throughout history, Soulcalibur's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. In time, I lost interest and gave up trying to search for any traces of it. But after resuming my search later, I found that it had been taken to a temple in the east at some point. With it were taken a staff able to absorb all manner of energy, and a mirror capable of purifying evil. These sacred treasures were used to create Soulcalibur and amplify its power. No one knows what had happened to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, but they must have met with ruin, losing the Spirit Sword and their other treasures. As for the temple, it later became Ling Sheng Su, a famous martial arts dojo that worshipped the Spirit Sword and the other weapons as the 3 sacred treasures. But now the Spirit Sword is no longer there. The evil seed deeply affected Ling Sheng Su, and most likely caused it to attract evil energy. Its martial arts students were soon overcome by madness and battle lust, and ended up killing each other. The temple fell in a single night. Therefore, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Only one student of Ling Sheng Su survived. While the survivor didn't possess Soulcalibur, there was clearly merit in looking into him. What powers did he possess? What could he accomplish? I was deeply intrigued.
Well, you know.
I only started writing this tome as a pastime, but in order to give it a clear perspective, I must reveal my identity. I was once one of the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. The precepts of the Guardians were very strict, one of which stated no Guardian may ever touch Soulcalibur. But in my younger days, I failed to properly suppress my urges. When the others discovered my designs, they broke my arms and banished me. Amid my despair, I searched for a way to survive. What I discovered was the art of reincarnation. After a long period of training, I mastered the secrets contained within this lost wisdom. I reincarnated myself over and over again, and became an entity that could transcend generations. At first, I didn't realize the price I would have to pay for eternal life. For every time I reincarnated, I experienced the pain of death. It felt like my soul was being crushed. It is hard to put such pain and suffering in words. Indeed, I hadn't managed to completely escape death. No matter what one may accomplish in life, death remains inescapable. My bodies have lain in countless graves, but my soul will never rest in peace. So it was that I came to yearn for the final eternal death I could never have. And such desire began to corrupt my everlasting life. Gradually, I began to seek out death itself.
Seems a bit harsh.
That was 1,000 years ago. My desire for death was at its peak. That longing for true death led me to even take hold of Soul Edge. Wisdom, power, battle lust. In those days, I felt I could do anything. But when it was over, I was forced to confront just how prideful I had been. As a puppet of the cursed sword, I kept fighting to my last breath. And for what? I fought in an age of endless war that spanned the world, all to establish a certain dynasty. That is all I'll say on the matter. I've lived as every type of person. Old, young, man, woman. But I've never felt as much joy as when I wielded that power. However, not even the cursed sword could free me from the chains of samsara. And so I died, and was born again into this world.
Blimey heck, don't have to go on.
My desire that wisdom as and I power and
it is discussed. It's wrong.
Witchers are known as warriors with unusual powers, the slayers of monsters and fiends, and eliminators of other forms of devilry. One day, the elite witcher Geralt took on another contract, his task to subdue a sorceress. The now aged woman, though ever strange, had been greatly respected, yet in recent years, rumors had spread that she was dabbling in the dark arts. She had achieved prominence as a researcher of planes, but if she were to call forth a demon from another dimension, it could have grave consequences. Accordingly, she was a threat to be assessed and, if found guilty of iniquity, a threat to be contained. In search of the truth and prepared to mete out punishment as necessary, Geralt made his way to the ruins of a citadel standing amidst marshlands.
So, that's why I'm here. To check if these suspicions, accusations even, are true. See these demons you've summoned, and if you have, to stop you, punish you. That's the contract.
Tell me, Witcher, do you know what I've studied all these years? The magic, the skill?
Planes, passages between them. Heard you're an expert. Pretty tricky for someone working on their own, gotta admit.
And you? Do you also label me a heretic?
No. Don't get me wrong. Got no reason to suspect you of anything, yet. Just want to talk.
My greatest wish was to access a different plane.
Right. Got that much, I think.
But that is not to say I ever wish to commune with, let alone summon demons and spirits from other worlds. Through rifts into other dimensions, I explored the possibilities, sought another plane. I was but a fisherman casting a line. And then it happened.
What happened?
A A response. A strong one from something powerful in a place altogether elsewhere. Bold you are, Witcher, even to venture here. If you wish to see if my studies deal with demons, why, have yourself a gander!
What is this? Head's pounding. Where the hell am I? Some sort of passageway between planes? What's at its end? Another dimension? Whatever it is, sure doesn't sound pleasant. Huh. Don't try me. Really not in the mood.
Okay, I'm in the mood. Ooh, I can't remember any Geralt's moves from when I played him against Mark. It's like weird stun magic-y things.
This isn't for shoving. Damn it. Got away. No ordinary beast, that. Good to know my silver sword works, though. Medallion won't be much use. Got too much to sense here. Huh? Other planes exist. How about that? Kaer Morhen. Sure brings back memories. No way this is real, though. Some sort of magic. Gotta be. Huh. Exactly like I remember.
You appear to be from a foreign land. Or am I mistaken?
Something strange about you. Let me guess. Sorcerer?
Some may call me that. However, I have mastered the use of weapons.
Place seems full of people just looking for trouble.
Well, better give him some then.
Battle 1. Fight!
Down you go! Down you go! How about this? Get ready! Not worth it! Let's dance. Stand up.
Cannot see.
Now taste my steel! Ever fight a Witcher? Guess not.
Battle 2. Fight!
This is in shreds! Down you go! Get ready! This isn't for show! Action! Damn it! This isn't for show!
Interesting. Now I see what power you hold. It appears my plans will have to change a bit. To think it would be possible to travel between worlds. Fascinating.
Someone sent me here. I'll be sure to tell her how you feel. Long as I actually make it back to my own world, that is.
Forgive my discourtesy. Pleasant journey, stranger.
Looks like the last we've seen of this and all.
Every which way you turn here, you get a skilled warrior, including that last one. Could get in some good practice. No. Got things to tend to. Pressing matters. Strange as all hell, this place. They seem to believe in magic, but refuse to practice it. Should have enlisted that guy's help. Might have been a real sorcerer. Preparing potions will be a pain. Huh?
There you are!
You again? Get teleported here against your will? Believe me, I know the feeling.
Okay, another fight against the Malfested. Choppity chop chops. So has got any kicks?
Battle 1. Fight!
Your time!
Battle 2. Fight!
Get ready! This isn't for show. Get ready. Action. Get ready.
I will kill you!
Teleported all this way, and I'm still killing monsters. No rest for a witcher. Won't do me any good, though, hunting beasts out here. Just not supposed to be here, plain and simple. Gotta get back to my own world. Seem to be places of power in this world, too. Marshes, mountain-bound vales. Source of the power could actually be in another plane. Speculation of that sort's best left to mages, though. Gates appear where enough of the power accumulates. Know that much. But whenever I get too close... that happens. Sorry, not of this world. Don't know your customs. So have a taste of my own special welcome.
Choppity chop chops. Come on, Witcher boy. Let's do some slice and dice.
Battle 1. Fight! Die!
Down you go!
Battle 2. Fight! Feel despair!
Let's go!
Pitiful! Feel despair!
Get away!
Battle 3. Fight!
The Paul pissed off now.
Damn it. Every time I approach, Gate spawns more of those creatures, then shuts again. Need to keep it open somehow. Should probably find someone skilled in magic.
Oh.
Well, this is just great.
Just kill the creatures that come out and just piss off back through. That's be what I do. If they keep closing after they've appeared, after you've killed them, don't kill them.
Looks like a place of power. So where's the damn gate?
What is it you seek, stranger?
You must be that old man I've heard about. Got a favor to ask of you.
Is that a friend of yours?
We don't exactly get along. Freaks around here really seem to love me.
I will kill you!
Yada yada. Let's get to it. Show you how a Witcher does things.
Let's take this beastie down.
Battle 1. Fight! This isn't a show! Down you go! Down you go! How about this? How about this? Get ready! Got it. Fight! Deserve that. Final battle. Fight! Take this! So, that's how I ended up here. Listen, there a gate around here that connects to other worlds?
As you know, the gate to astral chaos sometimes opens unexpectedly. But to open a gate to another realm, you would need to utilize the power of the sword locked deep within astral chaos.
Go on.
Simply opening the gate will not be enough. You need a signpost that definitively points the way. It needs to have a strong connection to where you came from.
Phantasmal Kaer Morhen. Gotta be it.
If you open the gate at the right place and at the right time...
All sounds good. Except, well, I'm a stranger here. Sure you're allowed to reveal such secrets to me?
I believe I can trust you. One learns a thing or two after years of brutal training to sharpen one's skills to their zenith.
Thanks for the help, old man.
You should know, it is a perilous way. There is no room for error, and you may even fail through no fault of your own. I know not whether I should encourage such a gamble.
Worth a try, far as I'm concerned.
Very well. I shall teach you a secret ritual for eliciting the power of the spirit sword, Soulcalibur.
We finally meet, Geralt. Like a dog after a bone. Not interested in fighting you. Plain as that. You cannot escape me. We settle this now. Fine. Your funeral, then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Why are you fighting Mitsurugi? Mitsurugi just like going around fighting people, doesn't he? But Geralt's only been fighting Malfested and what's his face?
Battle 1. Fight! We shall see which you can pick up. Bring up!
Holy shit.
Battle 2. Fight! Mercy! I have none! Battle 3. Fight! Down you go! Get ready! Not out yet! Stop ass. Geralt? Really? Right before your eyes! Get away! Let's go! You really are strong! Fight! Your time is over! This isn't ready! Come on! This isn't for show! Forget it! Get ready! Ready? This nuisance really has taken a shine to me. Sorry, gate's about to open. Party ends now. What? But I was just getting into it! Had a worthy opponent in you, no two ways about it. Love to finish our fight, but, well, Witcher duties call. So, you are returning home? Very well. Come back anytime. I'll be waiting. So long, Samurai. It's been emotional. Been one hell of a ride, but it's almost over. Finally. Great. Now just need to get through the damn gate. Let's do this. Sri Vasu Svaha. Ah!
We're going to end up in the spirit world now. We're back to seeing air again.
Am I back?
Witcher! As I live and breathe, you have returned.
Head feels like it's gonna explode. Mind keeping it down?
Forgive me. My methods were a bit harsh. However, at least now you know I am innocent. No? How was the other world? Do tell!
Well, it'd take some time.
Then step over here and make yourself comfortable. Would you care for some fine wine?
Warm welcome. Nice and all. But as I see it, you owe me a lot more than that.
Rude.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Well, I think we're into the last couple of characters, but